Who is the true God? Well, a lot of people have many names when it comes to who is the true God. Well, the word God is just a name or a term that we use to characterize the high power above, or the source, or the divine power. Some people would say, well, the Lord God Almighty is the true God, or Jesus is the true God, or Joseph and Mary, or Adam and Eve, Jehovah, or many more. We use a lot of names to characterize God because really, God has no name. God is made of energy. God is a source of frequency. But when I heard people saying that the true God is Yahweh, it got me interested because what is so special about Yahweh? And I didn't know where the word Yahweh came from. And based on my research and my finding, I found out that Yahweh is the true God. Why is Yahweh the true God? Yahweh is not a word. It is a frequency or energy. When we are born into this world, we say Yahweh, but we don't say the word Yahweh. Also, when we die, we say the word Yahweh. However, we don't say the word Yahweh. Now, can you say the word Yahweh without saying the word Yahweh? So, can you say the word Yahweh without saying the word Yahweh? I give you a few seconds. Okay, let us now say the word Yahweh without saying the word Yahweh. When we say the word Yah, it basically means breathe in. And when we say the word Weh, it basically means breathe out. So say the word Yahweh without saying the word Yahweh. So when we are born into this world, the first thing we do is life in. And when we die, we do this. Life out. That is the meaning of Yahweh. Now, do you see what I mean when I mentioned in the past that we are all God? Because God is within us. Without God or without Yahweh, we wouldn't be here on earth. When we have problems, or if we're dealing with anxiety or stress and depression, all we have to do is call the word Yahweh. Breathe in, breathe out. When you're nervous, or if you're feeling scared, or if you get startled, all you have to do is Many of us often forget how to breathe properly. And that's why most of the time we tend to get lost in life. Now let us say the word Yahweh again without saying the word Yahweh. Remember to breathe in and remember to breathe out. Read the Bible. Yes, I've read the Bible when I was young until I was about 17 or 18, but I've stopped reading the Bible. So growing up, my pastor, my parents, my neighbors who have the same religion as me, and other people was telling me to make sure you read the Bible. Because apparently when you read the Bible, you will find the way to salvation. You will find the way to God. You will find the way to heaven. And even better if you memorize from Genesis, Exodus, all the way down to Revelation. And apparently you have to memorize certain chapters in order for you to be whole, in order for you to be a good person, in order for you to be a better daughter or son of God. And if you follow the Bible, you will have a better place in heaven. So I started reading the Bible, right? Because I wanted to be a better person. I wanted to do good things in life and do good things to other people. And on top of that, I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to heaven. I started reading the Bible because I was trying to find a way how to get to heaven without going to hell. And one night while I was reading the Bible, a voice in my head started talking to me. It started asking questions, saying, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And the voice was like, "No, what are you doing right now?" I said, "I'm reading the Bible." And the voice said, "Yes, I know you are reading the Bible, but what are you doing exactly? Why are you reading the Bible?" And I explained to the voice why I was reading the Bible, because I want to go to heaven. And then the voice said, "Helga, reading the Bible is not the way to heaven. And then I said, okay, where is it then? And the voice said, it's in your heart. I said, my heart? There's nothing in my heart except pumping blood. And the voice was like, no. Everything you want to know, all the answers that you're looking for, it all lies in your heart. All the answers that you want, it will come from your heart. So the entire time I thought I was hallucinating or I was dreaming, but I was not. I was fully awake. I was fully aware of what I was thinking. And obviously I was just thinking in my head and talking to someone in my head. Because of the voice that came to my head, I started asking questions to the voice. And I keep asking, okay, if I'm not going to read the Bible and if I'm supposed to follow my heart, why is it that you're stopping me to read the Bible? Because there's a lot of good stuff in the Bible. And the voice answered me saying, yes, you're right. The Bible is good and there's a lot of good stuff in there. However, you have to understand that the Bible was created by men. A lot of it was written by God, but it was manipulated by humans or men. So meaning whatever you read from the Bible, most likely it's not the right answer. So guys, I'm a very curious person and I'm the kind of person that always want to know the answer. So I keep asking questions to that voice in my head. So I asked more questions, right? And I said, okay, if the Bible was created to supposedly sacred and supposedly a place or way to find heaven or way to find God, why is it that they changed the text in order to manipulate us humans or people? So apparently the voice told me, back in the day, the Bible used to be holy and sacred because there was a lot of stuff there that you will find, especially the truth. But there was a time and point that whoever is controlling the earth right now, since the very beginning, they started changing the text. And the reason why they manipulate and change the text is so that it will lead us to the wrong direction. It is also a way of separating us humans. It's also a way of removing what our true potential and what our true power is. So I was told, if we read a book but have no ability of questioning what you're reading or what you're experiencing, then that means you're the kind of person that can get controlled easily. But if you start listening to your heart, combine your mind, you are considered a powerful person. No one can ever manipulate you, guilt trip you, lie to you, and do bad things to you. Your heart and mind is so powerful that you can defeat all the bad people that wants to control you. If I unlock a certain level of me being a spirit experiencing a human experience, all the answer we want from the world and from ourselves, it all comes down here, the power of your mind and the power of the strength of your heart. So you guys, if you don't have the ability of questioning how the world works, how human works and spirit works, and how everything in front of you, then you're never gonna find a way to the answers you're looking for. But instead, you're gonna continue following the wrong path. You can call me crazy, you can call me delusional, you can call me I'm hallucinating, you can call me take your meds or you forgot your meds. I don't care. I don't mind that because after all, I am being guided. I am being guided to the place where I'm supposed to be. I'm being guided to the path where I'm supposed to follow. And I'm going to stick with that. Whether you like me or not, hate me, whatever you want, that is your opinion. After all, this is my opinion. Are you an atheist now? No, I'm not, but there was a point that I became one. So what happened was I was born as being super duper religious person, meaning I followed my religion. I was super dedicated to my religion, and whatever my religion was saying, I had to follow it because supposedly that's the rule. But then there was a time in my life that I started doubting my religion, and because I'd met many religious people in my life, and I got so confused because I didn't understand how each religion had their own rules and regulations. So that kind of got me confused, because people will say, oh, our religion is the right one for sure, and so we're the right one for sure. So that got me super curious. And then it became to the point that I totally lost my belief, meaning I did not believe my religion. I did not believe that God existed. I did not believe any high power at all. But unfortunately, the dark side of losing my faith, it turned into darkness. I became a negative person. I became a nihilist. I believe that everything is horrible. Nothing good will happen. So basically, everything I believe was so negative. So I was on a bridge of just being around with negative people and negative energy. And that's why a lot of things bad happened to my life. And also there was a point that I thought my life was over, and I started asking questions again. I was like, God, if you exist, show me who you are, show me the path, show me the way, give me a sign and symbols and meaning, or talk to me if you really exist. So I asked a lot of questions, because I thought that, you know what, I just want to end my life, because I thought there was no point of living here on earth. And then one day I started reading books of how to heal yourself from depression, from anxiety, from all sorts of mental issues. And then one day I started reading this book on how to be who you are, how to find out your true purpose, how to get your goals, and how to improve your life. And then I realized, wow, it's really fascinating. So I started reading more and more books related to my curiosity. And that's when I found out that God don't exist in any religion, or God don't favoritize in a religion. And then I thought to myself, oh my God, no one is going to hell, because really hell don't exist and heaven don't exist. Hell and heaven exist when you want to create that. And then one day I found out that there is no such thing as there's only one God. There's a lot of gods, meaning we are all gods, because we are all the children of God. Therefore, that makes us God. When Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, what he really meant is, follow me, follow what I do, and then you will become like me. So if he's capable of doing the things he's doing, that means we can do it too, because he is human sent by God, by our God over there, because he is the Son of God. And therefore, that makes us the children of God. And you might ask me, okay, if you don't have religion, or if you're not an atheist, what are you now? I am simply going to say that I'm in the path of spiritualism. Now, I know that a lot of religious people will say, oh, spiritualism is a cult and this and that, don't follow that. But do they even know what the word spiritualism is? Spiritualism is all about finding who you truly are, finding what is your true purpose here on earth, and what was the reason why God sent you here on earth. Because guys, we are all spirits experiencing human experience. When we die, our body only dies, not our spirit. When we die, our body stays here on earth while our spirits goes back to the source. Yes, there is higher source out there. He is the most powerful above us all. So there's this guy who I followed here on TikTok, and man, all his contents are amazing. It feels like all my curiosity, he basically answered everything. And I was like, my God, I'm so happy I found this guy. So if you are curious, check this guys out. You don't have to feel like, oh my God, why would I? Just have an open mind. You don't have to agree with him. But of course, if you have any curiosity about Jesus, about God, about spirit, about spiritual, or the Bible, he's the guy for you. And you know, he's an amazing guy. So check him out, guys.